Hey everybody, I thought I would show you all again the joys of losing a game of Dominion. So let's get into that. And we're going to be doing that today to Mr. LT88. Alright, Mr. LT88, let's see what you can show me about how bad I am. Alright, let's look at the kingdom real quick. We have no way to trash curses, and we have a curse giver. So that means getting a Soothsayer early, playing it as many times as possible is going to be important. We do have Thinning from Loan, however, which makes me wonder if I should buy one. I'm going to say no, because we also have Thinning from Soothsayer and or from Counterfeit for treasures, and the Loan is fine, except it might skip the Soothsayer, which as I mentioned, is a really impactful card that you want to be playing a lot of early and often. Man, I am so tempted to get a develop, because once I do get the Soothsayer, if I can get two of them, or get extra golds, I don't think it's that great though. The other thing that might come into play here is if I track my opponent's deck, and I know he's about to play a Soothsayer on me, gaining a Guardian might be good for that. Guardian is a really bad card for the deck, of course, but it might be fine just to block a Soothsayer once. I think that's worth it. He gains the Counterfeit. I am going to grab the Soothsayer first. Because I know that like thinning is usually better than junking early on, because if you have a thinner and a junker in your deck, and you get the thinner, oh, it looks like he is I don't have the Guardian. Looks like he's got that idea though of blocking it once. But as I was saying, if you have a thinner and you have a junker in your deck, then he's probably going to buy another Guardian unless he hits a $5 hand or something. Oh, that's not lucky for him. But that's why I didn't get a loan. Like, I really don't think loan's that great here. I guess I should actually finish making this point. If you have a thinner and you have a junker in your deck, and you or you have the choice between... just don't listen to me, alright? Oh, God. So... I'm going to try one more time here. If you have the choice between putting a thinner in your deck and a junker in your deck, and both of those things are super important, like they usually are, then you usually go ahead and grab the thinner first, because having a thinner deck means that when you do get the junker, you'll be able to play it more times more quickly. And he has his 3 Guardians. Oh, whoops. Don't press that Play All Treasures button. It's really bad. There we go. Okay, I'm going to... There's a good chance he will have his thingy here. So I'm going to get the Guardian, and what else? There's no village to make Wild Hunt a thing. And I think the Distant Lands is ignorable just by virtue of there being Platinum and Colony out. So, one more Counterfeit, I guess. A Counterfeit's probably fine. He grabs the Distant Lands, and I really don't like it, just, again, for that simple fact that we have the... I might get a Distant Lands to trash my hovel at some point, if I get the chance to do that, but, you know, we have a... we have Platinum Colony, and that's going to outpace whoever doesn't get a better deck. Okay... Do I grab the... There's a really good chance he's going to play his Soothsayer, right? He hasn't played it yet? No, so I should probably get the Guardian. Yep. That's super interesting. That we're playing a Soothsayer game, and we're on turn 11, and nobody has taken any curses. Okay, there's a decent chance here that he's going to have his Soothsayer this turn. No, there's not. There's only... He had 3 cards in his deck before he drew, I think. So there's only like 2 cards of these that could be this Soothsayer from the fresh shuffle. But he's been thinning a lot too. I think I just buy the gold. Okay. So, could I get a platinum with this hand? 2, 3, 4, 5. 1. Ooh, if I thin a copper, I can thin a copper and get a platinum. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, I can do it. We can do it. Look at that, we did it. He plays a loan and skips a counterfeit. So, like, the thing about loan is, like, on paper, it's a really great card. Like, having this one non-terminal card in your deck that gives you money and trashes your coppers for you sounds fantastic until you consider that it's going to be skipping the other things that you bought and wanted to play. Yeah. Okay. I think he has his Soothsayer coming up, so I'm going to get Guardian and... What? Gold? I don't like the distant lands, really, so... Guardian counterfeit silver? Nah. Just grab a gold. Yep. There it is. So, you see a card like Guardian, and if you listen to our podcast, which was the Nocturne review, you know that we don't have a super high opinion of it most of the time. It's not a very strong card. It's not a good card for your deck. It's actually worse than Copper in most cases. So the real use for Guardian is really what you're seeing here from both me and the opponent, where if you have this one devastating attack that you just do not want to be hit by, it's super important. Having a bunch of Guardians in your deck is bad, but buying them right before it gains to hand, so tracking your opponent's deck can be crucial, and buying them when you might be about to get hit with that attack can be a pretty good use of that card. He played his Soothsayer. He has another one, doesn't he? I don't think that I could be bothered to deal with it, though. Oh, I have a Guardian in hand. What am I even talking about? So if you want to actually read up a little bit on that concept I was talking about before, when you have thinning and junking, which one to prioritize, one, we're actually going to do a podcast episode about that at some point. Two, I am going to link you in the description an article to a link to an article on Sentry that I think explains that very well. And really just, they only give a sentence to it, but I think they concisely and accurately display the different priorities you have when you have thinning and junking options available to you. And he has played that loan. I don't think he's ever done anything good with it so far. He has a Guardian out, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Wait. Okay, rather thin the copper. And I believe he may be playing a Soothsayer on me this turn, so grab this Guardian. Yep. That one was luck, by the way. That was 50-50. He had 5 more cards in his deck he could have drawn, so I can't totally sing my laurels for that. Is this a platinum? He has another Soothsayer coming up, doesn't he? Does he? So let's see. He played one last turn. And Turn 13. Oh, so I don't think he actually has a chance of it being that. Do I get the colony? Oh, I get the colony because it trashes the hovel. What am I even talking about buying Soothsayer Platinum? I have a Guardian in my or Guardian Platinum. I have one in my hand. I keep forgetting that once the Guardian has been used that turn, it doesn't just go away. I keep forgetting, like, you get to keep the Guardian. Or, well, get to. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3. I'm counting the different kinds of monies I could have when I play my counterfeit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. If I counterfeit the silver, I can hit 10 like an idiot. There we go. All right. Okay. I guess I'll grab a platinum and play this Guardian. Is he gonna buy the colony? Probably. Does he get to Traffic Hovel off it? Yep. Right. Okay. What's he want to do? So he could... He buys a Wild Hunt. That seems like a weird pivot on his part. Oh, first curse of the game. You saw it here. Alright, I'm going to counterfeit a gold. And then, let's see. 9, 19. Or I could have... Or I could counterfeit this platinum and get double colony. Ooh, man, I wish I could get a Guardian. No, I don't. He buys a platinum, counterfeit a gold, and buying a platinum. He resigns. Yeah, that's fair. So, just a little recap here. I do want to draw attention again to the role of Guardian in this kingdom, because again, normally it's a really bad card, but what you saw here from both me and the opponent is the one time when you really see Guardian being effective, which is when you have this one attack that you really, really don't want to get hit by, or you know that your opponent is going to have an attack coming up, and you've been tracking your opponent's deck, and you are willing to put a bad card into your deck to stop it. So in this case, it was put a bad card into my deck now to stop a worse card from coming into it next turn. And, you know, the Guardian wasn't completely useless, it was just mostly useless. Just like my bachelor's degree. Anyway, see you next time.